Ciao e benvenuto. Today we're going to be talking about the Lizzie McGuire movie. Lizzie McGuire was a successfully popular television show that ran between 2001 and 2004, and I grew up with it. It was something that I tuned into every week and was one of my favorites, I guess. It was part of the lineup, and I do remember watching tons of episodes, looking forward to Halloween episodes and etc. like that. So when the movie came out, I watched it and I guess I loved it. I really don't remember. It was just something that was there and enjoyable. However, when I just rewatched it again, it made me so angry. Now that I've grown up and realized how unrealistic this plot could ever be, how stupid it is, how it makes zero sense, and how white privilege this film shows itself to be. I will say this, you do have to follow the show. It helps if you follow the show to know the characters from the film. Otherwise, you're probably very confused, especially with the minor characters that show up. I haven't seen the show in years, but the supporting characters, it helps if you've seen the show and are aware of what they're like. So with that information, I now present some questions of why this is so stupid and unpredictable and I hated it. First of all, who would take a group of 8th graders, going to be 9th graders, on a 2-week trip to Italy? I didn't even get a senior trip in my high school. Who has the money for that? Who's gonna take 8th graders to Italy? Like, they don't even look like 8th graders, they look like they are high schoolers already, but who is gonna take them? And who's gonna opt to go to Italy over this water park place that is the other alternative for a trip? Who has a trip before high school? Questions like that I'm concerned about. Second of all, why is there only one chaperone on this trip and it's the principal? Why is the principal going to Italy? You'd think that if anything, the Italian class, because they did, if in my high school, with the languages, they had trips every other year for the different German or Italian or French. You could go with a group and there was multiple chaperones. I'm sure I didn't go. I didn't know, so I'm not sure. But there are probably multiple chaperones there. There's not one chaperone for the entire trip when there's a group at least of 20 people. Paolo is annoying. I don't know why he was so like you seemed like he was too charming. That made you think like something was off. And then another question is, why is this 14-year-old, I'm assuming that Lizzie McGuire is 14 by this point, is walking around by herself in Rome? Even in 2003, you'd think you would know that it's not safe to walk around by yourself after just meeting a random Italian man that is supposed to be charming. He's 17. And I know it's a G-rated, PG. It's PG rated, which is weird because Princess Diaries is G and this is PG. And I'm not sure the difference is because this was actually a Disney Channel show. But that's a side note. Like, I know he's not going to do anything because it's a PG rated movie and it's a love story, but I still am very concerned about Paolo's actions. And he annoyed me because of how super charming he was. It was the opposite effect. As I'm watching this, I'm realizing how extremely similar this plot is to Princess Diaries. A clumsy young girl ends up finding herself in a world of entertainment, or as Princess Diaries' case, princess, high value royalty. It's the same thing with entertainment where it's high pop star, high value royalty. Similar situations, and they have to adapt to it. It's super duper similar. And it's so lazy. And I'm questioning how in the world, even though they look identical because they are identical, she doesn't even try to have an accent. No one questions that this is just the new Isabella. I mean, I'm sure, okay, yes, it's a little bit more realistic if they're not vapid and fake. But I'm still questioning why they don't even try, and it's the same personality and she's not really trying to act. She's just Lizzie McGuire. And personally, I was annoyed with the every 5 seconds in the film, just her being like, I can't, stop. No, I got so annoyed by her speaking. If they're a famous Italian pop duo that is only known in Italy, why don't they sing in Italian? If they were internationally known, I can understand, but why are they releasing a CD for Italians in English? I know we're supposed to understand the words, but you'd think realistically they would not have an Italian singing group singing in English and releasing an entire CD in English. 1 or 2 songs, sure, but like an entire CD of Italian singers singing English songs? No, it's not gonna happen. And how famous are they if they're on billboards all over, but then no one else knows about them? Like, I know about European artists. European artists were huge in the 90s. We had that whole Europop takeover with ABBA's A-Teens. They were from Sweden and they were super international and I loved them. And then you even had Toy Box and Smile DK. Yeah, Toy Box and Smile DK were from Europe and they were European pop duos and groups and we knew about them. So it's so unrealistic. Where's the security over any of this? So they can just sneak into the international award show and just be fine, and it's just an entire mess. There's so many plot holes, there's so many questions that would never happen, and it's so white privilege. Like, even when Lizzie McGuire's parents find out that they don't even find out she's a pop star. Matt tells them that he misses her, and he knows. And they're like, we're just gonna book a trip to Italy. Last minute. Because you can totally book last minute flights to Italy and totally get a hotel, especially in the summer. That's gonna happen, sure. It's so white privilege, unrealistic, and it annoyed me so much. All in all, none of this would ever happen in this film. It annoyed me. And I loved Lizzie McGuire. So I think this is me taking my rose-colored glasses off from the past, because I grew up and I watched this film when it came out, so I was there in the beginning. And I didn't think it was that bad. I don't even remember what I think. There's only 2 good things about this film. 1, the fashion show. That's the scene that I remembered so vividly. I remember the outfits so vividly. And they were neat outfits. I really enjoyed those, and I think that was a cool thing. That would be a cool cosplay to do, honestly. That would be cooler to do her as an Italian outfit compared to just the normal Lizzie McGuire orange flip-flops and capris and pink shirt. That's so basic. That'd be a lot more fun. Secondly, the soundtrack. The soundtrack is phenomenal. That they placed in there with the mix of Italian songs that were remixed to the bubblegum pop era of the day. I really enjoyed that. And of course, This Is What Dreams Are Made Of is the most well-known song. Everyone loves it. It's still a fantastic song. I really do love the song. Even though it's set in the most unrealistic settings and follows the most unrealistic plot, it's still something you really enjoy. So for song-wise, they did a fantastic job with that. Everything else is stupid, but I like this song. And there's another message to go along with this film. Never ever trust Italian guys, because he was sneaky. I know some. I know from personal experience, you can't trust Italian guys. I know they're all the same, but from personal experience and from this film, it just makes me not want to trust them. I love them. I love Italian people. I really do. I need to learn Italian again. I have to practice again. So I think that wraps up the Lizzie McGuire movie. I could really rant about it all day. I really got annoyed by it and I was excited to watch this film. So give it a shot if you like. You might disagree with me. You might enjoy the super 2000s cheese fest that it is. But otherwise, it's not really a big deal to watch or not. It's really a stupid film. But you can check otherwise. And as always, I hope you have a magical day and I will see you real soon.